Yeah, no, I'm not a feminist. I just believe in equal rights, is something I said about a year ago. Little did I know, that is feminist. A couple of years ago.
No. That's a humanist, an equalist. Feminist, in the word itself, shows focus towards, capitalizing on weaknesses that are in the culture towards women. It's not necessarily focused on any other thing that separates us. So it's only focused on, what are women's plights, and let's try to fix those. It's kind of like, you got a mechanic fixing someone who needs help, and 3 other people are messed up over here. We got white people, black people, Hispanics, and the mechanic fixes the car of the woman and just leaves. That's not equal rights. I think I should just start this freaking video over. But in any event, I'm not gonna. Feminist, in the word, shows exclusionary focus on a certain minority.
I used to make a podcast called the Man Time Podcast, ironically named. This isn't the best way to start a conversation about feminism. I used to make a podcast exclusively for men, but we did used to make jokes about feminism and stuff like that. And I used to have the opinion, bloody feminists and things like that. These are the things I used to say. And it doesn't feel like it's me anymore. And if you were offended by the way I used to be, I apologise. Now I do
identify
as a feminist. And what feminism means to me is that men and women should be equal.
So you're misunderstanding feminism then. You should be called a humanist.
And be able to have the same opportunities and do the same things
as well as every other race and every other gender, every other social construct we can think of. In other words, all lives matter.
The other one, it shouldn't depend on gender, basically, is what I'm trying to say. Which to me seems bloody obvious. Like, why has someone made a rule that isn't the case? I think that, how your granddad is like a bit racist, and it's like, oh, granddad, you can't say that anymore. That is going to be our generation, but with sexism and hopefully homophobia as well. So when we get old, we'll be the last generation that says sexist and homophobic things, and our grandchildren will be like, why was this ever allowed?
I don't know, honestly. I mean, I guess talking about it, putting it in the conversation helps, supposedly, to keep awareness for people, but I think also mentioning this, I mean, granted, I searched for this video, I typed in feminism, but it's just, I think talking about it creates the problem. The only problem now is the creation. I don't want to say the only problem, because there are obviously discrepancies with men and women, but I say they're equally discriminatory. For example, men, we don't have enough of a movement. We have MGTOW now, but we don't have enough of a movement to make people think like we're unequal too. People don't know that men are unequal as well because we don't have the movement. So feminism has the strength behind it, and it creates the illusion as if they are the only ones that are, not equal. So there you go. That's my problem with feminism.
Don't seem normal, which to me, and I'm sure a majority of people, it doesn't seem normal to think and feel these things. Why I need feminism? Look at this, look. Okay, before I talk about this, here's a disclaimer. I didn't buy this. This was a gift, and it's a bit of a rubbish gift anyway. So whoever got it for me, I mean, I use it a lot, but like...
Is it a dildo?
Look at this. It's a car, red, lovely sports car. Inside it, grooming products. You got your nail scissors, nail clippers, tweezers, and a nail file.
You got tweezers?
Yeah, I've got tweezers, yeah.
Can I borrow them?
Yeah, do you want some tweezers?
Yeah. Thanks.
It's a bit gay though, isn't it? But it's disguised in this car.
Oh, no, I'm absolutely feeling very, very positive and reinforced in my masculinity about using these beauty products.
Thank you.
Bye.
I groom myself. I'm not embarrassed about saying, you don't look like this by accident. I thought about this the other day. I've had this for ages, and I thought, why is it in this car? Like, think about that. Obviously, I'm focusing on what I experienced personally, but that's not on, is it? On Tumblr, I've spoken about this sort of thing before, about how I see myself as a feminist, but I got told that I can't be a feminist.
So, because you have a freaking car, a red car, which I guess is supposed to be a masculine thing, you can't be a feminist? But it's feminine products?
Because it's a movement for women by women. And I think that's quite a backwards way of thinking. I'm happy to be told I'm wrong. I'm always happy to be told that my viewpoint is misconstrued. I'm always happy to put my hands up and say sorry. They called me a feminist ally, which I think is just... You're just segregating people. Why are you doing that? Emma Watson recently made a speech, Hermione off of Harry Potter. She made a speech about feminism, and I agreed with pretty much all of it, except she said that the word shouldn't be important. It's what it stands for and what you do. I agree, but I also don't. Because people, men and women, shouldn't be scared of identifying themselves with female, the femme bit at the beginning. It means that you aren't afraid of using female connotations towards yourself, especially for men. Because I know that some people, they want to, lads, that's why they want to be seen. But if you can identify yourself as feminine, I think it shows that things are progressing more because we aren't scared of separating each other. I think it's also easy to get confused between being...
I see what he's saying. He's trying to say that feminism is kind of more of like masculinity and femininity, not necessarily men versus women. I like that. That's a new dimension added to this. Okay. I mean, you can only be a feminist if you're also a masculinist.
A feminist and a straight white male, which I am. I know that women aren't just objects, so I think I found a nice middle ground where I know that women aren't just objects, but I am attracted to them. But I'm also attracted to their brains. But I do like boobs. What are you going to do? Those are just my thoughts on the matter. Thank you very much.
Okay. I don't know. He didn't really give much information in this video. Listen, I'm all about equality. There's nobody... That's the funny thing. Every single, Black Lives Matter, All Lives Matter, the alt-right, I think everybody is actually seeking equality for what they're missing in life. So, feminists want equality for women. MGTOW wants equality for men. So, if men have all this super equality going on, we have this above equality going on, why did we start MGTOW? Why are we doing our own thing now? But besides the point, yeah, just watching these things, you start learning. I mean, people want equality. And I think identifying with the group kind of is... It sets people up to be seen as being separate or a separatist. Like a feminism could be like a female separatist. Even though that's not the case for the majority of the people, for what it stood for what it started out as. But, power corrupts, and we gave power to women during the first and possibly second wave of feminism. Now this third wave is just spoiled, rotten. They're spoiled. So there is some still discrepancies with masculinity and femininity and equality, how that goes. There's still some things wrong with that. And I know as MGTOW, we're going to do what we can to at least fix... I don't want to say at least fix the problems with male society. I kind of want to have equality for all as well. I think the problem is focusing on one specific issue. Saying women are crap and us men need to get together. It's good. I guess it hasn't really affected women that negatively yet. But the ultimate answer is, of course, equality. And go on our own way. It's not about women bashing. It's about doing our own thing. And that's beautiful. That's a beautiful thing. I think we've been sold this whole thing. We have to fall in love or have boyfriend, girlfriends and all this stuff. Go to clubs and buy their drinks. That's just BS. So don't fall for these tricks, people. Every individual has a real opinion that counts. But it's these groups, when you suddenly get a website and you're clicking and you're like, what's their mission statement? There's going to be errors in it. There's going to be fallacies, judgmentalness. And that's what we got to look out for. That's why MGTOW is we got to make sure that we are not turning into the same thing as feminists. Because look how it's ending for them. All right, guys, let's keep doing our thing. Let's be powerful. Let's you know what? Let's comment, and let's subscribe. That was my DJing abilities. Alright, guys, keep it up. You're all in my heart forever. Comment with anything you want to see, any articles, and we'll talk about it.